Now, I just seen a live or whatever it was, wherever, whatever, Instagram live, whatever, with Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis. Now, I'm going to X Keyshawn out of the way because I don't see Keyshawn is the way I see these man. Even though Keyshawn is still of that youth generation, I'm going to talk about these two in particular, along with a guy like Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney. And Tank. Now, Tank's a bit older than them, but I'm putting them all in the same category. I'll take Tank out for a second. Let's just focus on these four. Ryan, Shakur, Teofimo, and Devin. Now, these guys, man, they are epitomizing this soft guy era that we're in right now. Everybody is soft right now. Even the tough Donnies are soft. I didn't want to position them all in the same category, but they are. Okay? We got Ryan Garcia, who overinflates his abilities and how great he thinks he is. This guy was going to do a documentary after, he was going to do like a film about the fact that he beat Luke Campbell to get interim status. And at the time when he got the interim status, he was talking about belts don't matter. It don't matter to be a champion. I don't want to fight. At the time, it was Devin Haney as a lightweight champion. I don't want to fight Devin Haney for the WBC. Devin Haney had the WBC belt because Teofimo had a franchise belt that he wasn't even supposed to get because Lomachenko got the franchise belt. And the franchise belt wasn't supposed to be a belt that can be won by anyone else. But when Teofimo beats him, all of a sudden, he gets this franchise belt. And he's running around saying that he's undisputed when he wasn't actually undisputed because he needed that WBC belt that he didn't have. He had the franchise version, which isn't the actual world championship. Devin Haney then had the world championship because he was the number one contender when he was supposed to fight Luke Campbell. But Luke Campbell was number one in the WBC rankings. Devin Haney was number two. The WBC belt was vacant because I think Mikey Garcia went up to fight Errol Spence at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And Devin Haney and Luke Campbell were supposed to fight for the vacant title. Lomachenko came in with Top Rank and bully boyed their way to get that as a unification for a vacant belt. Never seen it happen before in boxing history, where you unify a vacant belt with a number one contender and the champion of another belt. But it happened. And once that fight happened, they then, Top Rank that is, petitioned for franchise championship status. WBC gave them the franchise championship status. This then meant that the WBC actual championship belt was vacant. And Devin Haney got that belt by email. That's why they called Devin Haney the email champion. He was the first originally. It was a bit mad. Let's not even go too far into that. The fact is, Ryan did not want to fight Devin after he beat Luke Campbell. He wanted to make a film about the fact that he beat Luke Campbell for some interim status. There you go, right then. That's some prima donna joke thing already. Then, fast forward all them years to where he then fights Devin eventually. Now he's tanked up with all these drugs and overweight and all of that. Now they're already in a weight class above now. They've both moved up to this 140. They were supposed to have that fight. They had the fight. We found out that he was drugged up and well, we knew he was overweight already, but he was also drugged up, and that then put a whole shadow over his victory. Now, I've always maintained that them drug-taking situations was not the reason why he beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney fought the wrong fight. He could have beat Ryan drugged up and everything. He could have beat him, but he decided to bite the bait and go and meet Ryan in the middle like Ryan was requesting, meet me in the middle, don't run. Now, obviously, he bit that bait, met him in the middle, and got busted up. Okay, fine. After the fact, Ryan then gets found to have all these drugs in him. They banned him for a year, and then after they ban him for a year, he starts to go on this unraveling type expedition. All right, he finds that his mom has got breast cancer, which is not nice. But then he just starts to go and mash up places. He's in the hotel, mashing up the hotel with a helmet on his head. He goes to his ex-wife's house and does the same thing. their destruction and everything. He goes on these spaces and starts crying to these little fans and, oh, they don't like me. I never took it. Whatever, whatnot. It just so happened that Timothy Bradley, who is an ex-champion at the welterweight division, who's now the commentator, a very good commentator, he says something. He has some, he's getting the questions asked to him about Ryan. He says something that's not too nice for Ryan's ears, basically. And then Ryan jumps on spaces and goes on a straight, basically a racist rant.
I'm anti-black. Nigga, I'm KKK, nigga. I hate niggas. Hey, let's go bring George Floyd back to life and kill that nigga again. You and Muslims that rape little kids. Bro, all you motherfuckers, bro. You guys are weird as all you Muslim ass, weird ass.
You're going to regret saying all of this when you
Guess
sober
what?
up,
Guess
Ryan.
what? I will never be touched because I'm with God. I'm with Jesus.
Now, obviously, he was intoxicated. He said, I was only drunk. It was the drink. For me, the drink only enhances you to be confident to say the things that you only think. So for me, Ryan's now racist. He's completely racist. I don't care about Ryan like that per se. I just care about the boxing and stuff like that. His closet racism has come out into the open. There could be a lot more closet racist guys. A lot more closet racist guys in the sport of boxing. But they don't come out live on Spaces or any other platform and start spewing racial slurs at everybody. So he done that and all that happened. And now the WBC are trying to kind of like separate themselves from him. They've expelled him. Now, if they've really expelled him, that means he can never fight for a WBC title. But he already said that belts don't matter. But a lot of what Ryan says, I think he says it for just the effect of it and what kind of reactions he'll get across all platforms or whatever. But the WBC have said they've expelled him from their rankings. Expulsion means you ain't coming back. That is it. They ain't suspended him or nothing like that. It's an expulsion. Time will tell if that stays true because the WBC are very shady in my opinion. They say a load of rubbish. They're the one that come up with this franchise stuff. They're the one that come with this dead bridgerweight edict division. They are a shadow of their former self. Once Daddy WBC passed it down to the son, Maurizio, owner of the WBC. Now, Ryan Garcia is a whole mess. Yeah, we done the reports on everything that was going on. Now I just treat him as a hot mess. Forget Ryan Garcia in my opinion. Then we move on to Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson has been branded most boring. Okay, now me personally, I like all styles of boxing. My least favorite style is the style that Shakur has, which is that pure boxer, I will dodge raindrops, pugilist, specialist with hardly any attacking. But to be fair to Shakur, he's not what they class as a runner. He has more output than most, and he doesn't circle the ring so big. He's more one step, two step, and then a side step. He's more bob weaving, head movement, lateral. He's more like that, and he stays a lot in the pocket and still pot shot you from the pocket. He will also come forward at times and try and push the action, which I respect. But when he's pushing the action, as a pure boxer, pugilist specialist type boxer, when you're pushing the action, it's almost like you're taking turns. It's not like you're trying to punch between the punches. It's like, I'll give you a go, I'll block everything you do, and then I'll throw my shots and I'm going to hit you. So I'll block what you throw. You might catch me with one on the side or something, but you're not hitting me in the head and I'm blocking everything else. But when my output comes now, I'm catching you because I've got that skill, which is, I see the benefits of it and I see how he can beat boxers in a wide margin and such like that. But for the fans, it's boring. The fans don't like it. The fans want to see you get hurt or they want to see a tussle. They want to see a fight. They don't care about this dominating each round. They want to see action. And if there's no action, right, they're going to criticize. Now, he's been getting criticized left, right, and center by everybody. His own camp. Timothy Bradley is a big supporter of Shakur Stevenson. Even he's criticizing Donny. You got all other types of celebrities and all other types of boxers criticizing Donny. But when Mace and Cameron, who have a show called It Is What It Is. Mace and Cameron are rappers from the 90s to early 2000s. They have made their name in the rap game and such like. And then he decides to jump on their bandwagon when they cussing him off.
I don't want to see Shakur fight. I'm just gonna be honest. No disrespect to Newark. I don't want to see Shakur fight nobody. For him to be hanging out with Terrence Crawford, there is absolutely no way that he's fighting the way he's fighting.
Somebody said on Instagram, I was following it, I never see Shakur Stevenson fight again. That's too soon. He's from Newark. He's fighting in Newark. As soon as I turn TV on, I see niggas walking out.
Yeah,
niggas was
nigga
walking.
Fabio. Shout out to Fabio. Fabio walked out.
And I'm like, yo, you're at home and they're booing you at home.
When they mentioned it, Shakur went on Twitter and said, forget them, man, they're eaters, they ain't no legends. They're, start cussing them off. Like, bro, it's criticism, man. You're supposed to be able to take criticism. You are putting yourself on display for everybody. If people don't like me, I don't give about the crowd liking me. That's dumb. That's dumb. How can you not care about the crowd liking you? They're the ones that are paying to come and see you fight, and you're telling me that you don't care what the crowd think? That's dumb. That's stupid. That's misplaced thought processes. And this is that narcissistic thought. Everybody's supposed to like what you're doing. If they don't, then they're haters and F them and this, that, the other. That's dumb. Now, for instance, they're saying that no one watches you. Now, for the fact, a lot of people tuned in on ESPN, okay? And it wasn't pay-per-view, it was free. Free to air, okay? So they had over 1 million people tune in at its peak. And they had a sold-out arena. So obviously, the promoter's done their job to get the people in there to watch what he's doing. But he's cussing off his promoters, saying that they don't like black fighters and they ain't promoting him well, and did all this stuff about Bob Arum and how he don't like black fighters. Now this just gets on my nerves. It gets on my nerve because Tiafimo, who we're gonna get onto in a bit, Tiafimo's over there saying all Bob Arum does is like black fighters. But then Shakur's over here saying they don't like black fighters. It's just dumb. He's just following what Terence Crawford had said at the end of his time with Top Rank and the argument that he was having with Bob and the whole lawsuit that he was taking out on Bob. I don't even know if that lawsuit has gone any further or it's been scrapped. I don't know. But I think he's more jumping on that bandwagon because Crawford's his guy. So that's Shakur, by the way. Crawford's his guy. But he's saying, they don't like black fighters. They don't do nothing for black fighters. They don't promote black fighters well. And Tiafimo's over there saying they don't like Hispanic fighters. They only like the black fighters. It's just stupid. These guys are so self-absorbed. They need a box. They didn't get chastised as children. You got Tiafimo, not even Tiafimo. Let's stick with Shakur. Shakur's over here saying that he never got promoted right. But at the end of the day, there's over 1 million people watching your fight on TV. Your whole arena's sold out. So someone must have told these people that you're fighting. And that's the promoter, my guy. So you can't blame the promoter. The fact is, your fight to the general public was so boring that let's see what happens the next time you fight. How many people turn out to that? Interesting turn of events. Lomachenko and Tank were negotiating, but it seems like Lomachenko is not motivated at this moment to have that fight, so he's not having a fight until December at the very earliest. He's saying he was talking about he was going to retire, but let's see if Shakur can push for that Tank fight. Now he's there cussing out everybody, talking about this person. Nah. Bro, you can't cuss people for having an opinion on your fight. If you're not exciting, you're not exciting, and that's just it. This whole, you're a hater rubbish. It's getting on my nerves. If you don't love what this person's doing, then you're a hater. If you don't love what that person's doing, then you're a hater. You can't just think, you know what, I'm not really liking that. Because if you don't like it, you're a hater. That's stupid. That's actually stupid. I can't stand these people's temperament and their way that they're moving. Teofimo Lopez now. This idiot. I like Teofimo Lopez's fighting style. I checked for him, right? Coming up, doing his thing until he got to the Lomachenko fight. I was gassed how he beat Lomachenko. I was like, right, he beat Lomachenko, boom, boom, boom. After that, he must have thought he was Billy Big Bollocks, right? Because now he's time for him to fight George Kambosos and he don't like the money that he's getting paid to fight George Kambosos. George Kambosos at the time was nobody. Nobody knew him. Nobody cared about who George Kambosos was. This was a title defense because this guy was a mandatory. Take your title defense, bro, and fight the guy. No, I don't like the money. Top rank ain't. That guy Top Rank ain't rating me. Top Rank ain't seeing my value. Blah, 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 blah. This other company that was doing all them exhibition fights and all of that, they said they will buy it, okay? So they bought it, and they never actually got to put the fight on because they never proved to have the money. So then the fight got pushed back. They had to take the rights from them, and it went to the second highest bidder because it went to purse bid. Yeah, because Teofimo didn't like the money, so it went to purse bid. The second highest bidder was Eddie Hearn and Matchroom. They have the fight on their platform. It took so long for the fight to happen that basically Teofimo lost, and when he lost, he started blaming Matchroom. Matchroom ain't as good as Top Rank. Yeah. But hold on a minute, my guy. Didn't you just cuss off Top Rank saying that they're not paying you enough? Make your stupid mind up. These youths are dumb as... I don't even want to say what I want to say, how dumb they are. He cast off Eddie and Matchroom, and he's gone back to Top Rank where he didn't leave in the first place. Top Rank just said, all right, cool. You go put the fight on. Top Rank is smart. Bob Arum's smart. Because, boom, you lot go and put the fight on. But guess what? I'm this promoter, so you have to give me a percentage. So all Bob Arum done was sit back, boom, you lot put the fight on, and put 250 in my bank. So they had to put 250k in his account for him doing absolutely nothing. Bad man, Bob Arum. I rate you for that. Yeah? The fight got put on over there on Matchroom. Teofimo goes mad about the fact that he lost. The judges are there. I won the fight. These times you clearly lost, right? And this is another thing. These guys' parents just fill them up. They don't parent them. They want to be their buddies. That's my generation, you know. That's my generation, right? If you are born after 98, this is the generation I'm talking about. You 98 and onwards babies, you lot are self-inflated. You lot all are fabulous. That's who you lot are. You're all fabulous. It's the all fabulous era where you can cuss your parents and tell people to shut up, tell elders, shut up, to come out of my room, mind your business, who you talking to, mine I don't do this and mine I don't do that. Not my children, not my children. My children get disciplined in the right way. Our parenting methods made sure that our children don't come at us with that mess, because they know. Boss on the backside, you hear me? Boss on the backside. Now these guys with their self-inflated selves, right? The parents saw a little talent in him as a youth. So as he was going into the Olympics and all of that, he could do whatever he want, I'm sure. You couldn't say a bad word against him, I'm sure. It's the same with Ryan Garcia. His parents brought him up like, you're the best, Ryan. You can't make no mistakes, and we won't ever chastise you. Just make sure you're good at boxing. Yeah? Teofimo Lopez, his dad was his best friend. My son this, my son that. He's trying to be his son's brethren. So he don't do no discipline in it either. This generation don't get discipline, right? So they think they can go around shouting all this mess. Now, Ryan Garcia with his racial stuff, he's been X'd out. Teofimo Lopez, I just listened to him, and you're down there at 140 talking about you want to fight Terence Crawford, who's at 154 right now. Shut your mouth. The only reason why you're talking about that type of fight, this is the original, this is what you call clout chasing, right? Whoever you're fighting, Clagger and whoever else you're fighting, no one cares about those fights. So in the build-up of those fights, what are you doing? Talking about everyone else except for your opponent. You want to name drop Terence Crawford. I want to fight Terence Crawford. He ain't fought nobody in their prime. Shut your mouth, bruv. Shut your mouth. You can't fight Terence, bruv. You understand? Because you lot are idiots. You lot need beating. You lot need some chastising from your parents, but it's too late because you're in your 20s now. So it's just too late now. Okay? And this is what bothers me about this generation of boxers. They are full of themselves. Self-inflated, ego-driven, narcissistic children who have been nothing but mollycoddled by their parents all throughout their career to this date, to this point. So now they think that they're above the law, they're above criticism, and any little criticism they get, they want to go and shout at you and tell you you're this and you're that, and you and you and you. They don't want to take the criticism and learn from it and build from it. They want to go on like you're the problem for not liking what they're doing. Narcissists. Anyway, just wanted to drop this quick video. It's not that quick. I thought it would have been quicker. But I'm just, this is my opinion on this generation of these idiot, farcical, little narcissistic little youths under the age of 30. It's more under the age of 26, 27 down. It's them lot. 27 and younger. You lot are idiots. And I'll put Tank in that category as well, because Tank as well, right, has this ego thing, And I'll still have to make this tank video for you lot. But it'll soon come. Anyway, I'm going to end it there because I don't want to go in too hard on these youths. But check me. If you lot hear this video and you don't like what I'm saying, check me, innit? Come check me. Message me on my page. Just do something to contact me, and I'm all ears for it. You lot need beating in your life. You don't get it, so now you think you're who you're not. Anyway, I'll see you lot in the next video.